Honduras is a Central American country near the Caribbean and has the Pacific in the south. Honduras has a population of approximately 8 million people, and mostly 90% of them are Hispanic. Honduras was home to Mesoamerican cultures such as the Maya. Spanish also conquered Honduras in the 16th century, and they also reintroduced the Spanish culture and Roman Catholicism. Honduras has the highest murder rate/genocide rate in the world at 90.4 murders per 100,000 people. Here in the right, you can see there is a population map of population density, and the most densest part of it is in the capital, Tegucigalpa. In Honduras, crimes are rarely investigated, which leave room for more corruption and violence. It is normal for the perpetrators to get away with the crimes. The causes of violence in Honduras are also very complex. In the 90s, youth gangs and drug gangs dominated the country. Less attention was given to murders of women and LGBT groups, so gangs continue to target women today. The country analyzed this violence as social in nature and continue to ignore the fact that young women and other LGBT groups are being murdered. Local drug gangs took advantage of the authority as they corrupted an estimated 50% of Honduran police force. Honduras is also the direct transport for drugs and narcotics, which advocate more violence and destruction. Here's a picture of some young Honduran school kids who have been murdered by local drug gangs because of their race and gender.
Man, genocide is also happening in Sudan. Sudan is a country in Northeast Africa, the third largest country in Africa, with a population about 40 million. Since the country's independence in 1956, there have been two civil wars. After the Second Civil War, South Sudanese declared independence. Roughly 2 million people died. The war was a battle between the central government and ethnic religious minorities. The picture that is showing in the right or is the army that won the battle or ready to fight in the battle. Sudanese people liberation army 6 years after the Civil War, South Sudan declared independence. After the Civil War, South Sudan declared independence in 2011. The peace agreement ending the Civil War was signed in '05. The agreement allowed for Southern Sudan to establish its independence. These massacres are still happening today because the two groups, the Muslims and non-Muslims, are still fighting and do not disagree with each other, and sadly they have to go to violence, which I do not agree, and this is why genocide is happening in Sudan.
Okay, so this is a picture of the map of Africa, and it shows the Congo and Central Africa with Rwanda bordering it. In 1996, war between the Democratic Republic of the Congo and Rwanda broke out. It was the bloodiest war since World War II, and over 5.4 million people died. Oh, and this is a picture of the armies gearing up and heading into war. Um, War mainly broke out because people wanted the Congo's luxury metals. Later, Mobutu conquered the rebels in order to preserve his rule and keep peace in his country. In 1994, Rwanda's genocide brought the DRC into Africa's deadliest conflict. The picture is just showing gold, and they also have diamonds and other luxury metals in the center of Congo. Um, when the Hutu regime was overthrown in Rwanda, 2 million people fled to the Congo. Um, the Tutsis conquered the Hutu regime, which they wanted to kill them, so it kind of caused a war. The Hutus sided with the Congo's government and started to kill the Congo's Tutsi people. Rwanda's government sent troops to fight the Congo's troops and the Hutus.
Thanks for watching.
I really appreciate it.